Why people who drink raw milk and products made from unpasteurized milk are stupid. Jeff, one of my friends, asked me to do a video on the dangers of raw milk a while back, and I hadn't gotten around to it. But as a result of someone who is now in my life who is vegan, we were talking about raw milk. And raw milk is purported to be very good for you because of a lot of things that are in it that might be taken out by the pasteurization process. Pasteurization these days happens in one of two ways. The old way, where you heat the milk up to a certain temperature for a certain length of time, or through radiation. And there are people who are opposed to the pasteurization by radiation because everything with radiation is instantly bad. And I don't really want to make the argument right now about whether or not ultra-pasteurization via radiation is bad. This is really just a video about raw milk and the dangers of having unpasteurized milk and products that were made with unpasteurized milk, such as soft cheeses, queso fresca, and a number of other things like some of the yogurts and puddings that are out there, and even some of the ice creams that say that they're made with unpasteurized milk. Pasteurization doesn't really take anything out of the milk. All it does is kill the bacteria that are in the milk. Now, there are people that say, well, it also kills off the antibodies that are in the milk. Well, you aren't a cow. You may look like a cow, you may have the same intelligence as the cow, but you are not a cow. Cow antibodies will do nothing for you. As to the amino acids that people say that are in the milk that break down through the heating process, yes, you're breaking down the amino acids, but you're breaking down long chains of amino acids into small chains of amino acids that are actually easier for your body to digest. So you're getting more of the nutrients, not less of the nutrients, from an unpasteurized product. It's okay to have hard cheeses that are made with unpasteurized milk because the aging process kills the bacteria. So there are a couple of products in which unpasteurized milk is safe. But as a rule, unpasteurized milk doesn't do anything good for you. And in the worst cases, you can get listeria from unpasteurized milk. Listeria is a pretty nasty bug in and of itself, but it's an opportunistic bacteria, meaning that it only usually attacks people with a weakened immune system or people who've picked up some other infection. And that's what makes Listeria so bad, is that it's one of those things where you're feeling great and then you get pneumonia. But you don't just get pneumonia, you get pneumonia plus Listeria. And 40 years ago, Listeria wasn't so bad. It was a gram-positive bacteria. You could go, you'd take your shot of penicillin and it'd be gone, no big deal. But as a result of modern farm practices and the overprescription of antibiotics, a lot of products, a lot of the Listeria that's out there is antibiotic resistant. And so Listeria, it no longer is just a disease that you go in, gives you a little bit of diarrhea, and you get over it. It's now something that you go in, you have a compromised immune system from you caught the flu and it turned into pneumonia and you developed Listeria to go along with it, and it's antibiotic resistant and can be life-threatening. So you're getting no extra benefit from drinking this raw milk, and you risk getting a horrible disease that will kill you from bad diarrhea. I mean, the risk-reward is just not there. So there's no good reason to use raw milk. There's plenty of reasons to avoid raw milk, and that's the reason that if you're drinking raw milk today, you're stupid.